Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to learn the change mode command in Linux. The change mode command is used whenever we want to change the permissions either on a file or on a directory. Now there are two methods in which we can use the change mode command. One is the relative method and second is the absolute method. So we are going to discuss both these methods in this video. Finally, we will also test our understanding by answering a few questions. So now the first method is the relative method. Relative method means that we must be sure what are the current permissions on the file or on the directory. And then either we are going to add on to those permissions or we are going to deny some of the permissions which are already there on the file or on the directory. So whenever we are going to use the relative method, three things you should know. First is who. Who means for whom you are going to change the permission. Either it is the user or the group or others. Now user is the owner of the file or the directory, the one who has created the file or the directory. The group is the group to which the user belongs. So whatever will be the permissions for the group members of that particular group. And last is others. Other means all those apart from the owner and the group members to which the user belongs. So first thing you need to tell is who are you going to change the permission for. Second is what. What means whether you are going to grant the permission or you are going to deny the permission. So if you want to add on a permission, use the plus sign. If you want to take back an existing permission, then use the minus sign. Finally, the third thing is which. This means that which permission are you talking about, either the read permission or the write permission or the execute permission. So now let us see how this works. Now these are some of the existing entries in my system. For example, now let us concentrate on one of the files, which is write.c. Now the current permissions on this file are read write for the user, read write for the group and read write for others. Alright, so you can see here read and write, execute is not there. Similarly, read write for the group, execute is not there, and same for the others. Now let us suppose I want to grant the owner the execute permission. So I will write change mode. Now remember, we need to tell three things. First was who, so I'm talking about the user. Then what, so I'm going to grant it. Which, so I want execute on the file write.c. If I check the permissions again, now you can see the execute permission is allowed for the user. One more time, let us suppose now I want group denied the write permission on the file write.c. Check the permissions again and now you can see the group write permission is not there. Alright, now same goes for the directory. Let us do one for the directory also. So there is a directory D2 in my system. If I check the current permissions on D2, so it has got all the permissions for everyone. Now let us suppose I want to deny the execute for all. Execute for all. Now there are different methods to do it. I'll use one of them. If I want to do it for everyone, so I can simply use A. A is for all. Second thing is what I want, deny what, execute on the directory D2. Recheck again and you can see execute is denied for all. Alright, so in this manner you can change the permissions for either the files or the directories using change mode's relative method. So now it is time to test yourself. Answer this question. Write the command to grant execute permission to all on the file F1. What will you write? So I hope you got it correct. So you might have written change mode A plus X on the file F1. A because I want to grant to everyone. We have just done this earlier. Or you could have used this U plus X, comma G plus X, comma O plus X, and then on the file F1. So this takes a little more of typing. Third method is you can write change mode UGO plus X on the file F1. So you can go for any one of these methods, or probably you might have a different method also, but anything, if you are able to do it with any method, it's fine. Second question is, what will happen if the following command is executed? So the command is change mode plus W F1. So just execute this and then see what happens. The second method to change the permissions is the absolute method. In absolute method, we don't worry or we don't concentrate on what the existing permissions are. What we know is what is the ultimate permission that we want. And in this method, rather than using the user plus or user minus and then the permissions, we are going to use a number. A number for every permission is there, and you need to come up with a different number for the user, different number for the group, and different number for others. So let's see how this works. Now for every permission there is a predefined number. For read it is 4, for write it is 2, and for execute it is 1. Now whatever permission you want to give either to the user or to the group or to others, whatever combination you want, you need to add up the numbers. For example, if you just want only the read permission, you should use the number 4. If you want read and write, then you should use 4 plus 2, that is 6. If you want to give write and execute, then you should give 2 plus 3, that is 3. So similarly, depending upon what permissions you want for the user, you will come up with one number. What permissions you want for the group, you will come with one number, and what permissions you want for others, you will come up with another number. So in total you need to write 3 numbers. First one for the user, second for the group, and third for others. So let's do it with an example. Now let's work on the same file. Let us suppose write.c. Okay, it doesn't matter what the current permissions are, right? Now what I want is, I want for the user read, write, and execute. Let us suppose everything. For group I want read and write, and for others I want just the write permission. Okay, so now if I want read, write X, what will be the number? So it is 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. If I want read, write, this means 4 plus 2, that is 6. If I want only write, then it is 2. So I have got my numbers, it is 7, 6 and 2. So what I will write, change mode 762 on the file write.c. Check the permissions again. You can see all for the user, read, write for the group, only write for others. Okay, one more example. For user I want, let us suppose, read and execute. This means what? 5 plus 4 plus 1, that is 5. For group I want, let us suppose, write and execute. This means what? 2 plus 1, 3. For others I want no permissions, none. None means what? 0. Okay, so what I will write, change mode 530 or the file write.c. Check the permissions again. So you can see read and execute for the user, write and execute for the group, and none for others. Same goes for the directories, absolutely no change. Now it is time for some questions. So question number 1, write the command to assign the following permissions on the directory, let us suppose D1. So if you don't have the directory D1 in your system, just create it. I want read and write for the user, read and execute for the group, and only execute for others. What command should I write? So I hope you got it correct. The answer was change mode 651 and D1 directory. The second question is, write the command to assign the following permissions on the directory dd and dd1 using change mode only once. So I want to give the same permissions to both these directories. The permissions are read, write, execute for the user, write, execute for group, and none for others. What should I write? Yes, the command is change mode 730 space dd space dd1. So that was all about how to change the permissions on the files and directories using the change mode command. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you do not want to miss on any of the videos, please do subscribe and do not forget to share our videos. Keep watching Dix Tutor. See you in the next class.